Hey, Soul Sparklers, welcome to another episode of Soul Sparkle Radio. I am so excited to have you join us this week, and I'm thrilled to be joined by my sweet friend, Vanessa Cordorniu. Vanessa is an acclaimed psychic intuitive clinical hypnotherapist and international intuitive business coach. She's the founder of Intuitive Leverage, an 8-week intuition bootcamp that gives you structure to the invisible so you can make your sensitivity your greatest advantage in life and business, as well as the creator of Awakened Soul Biz, a 7-month journey to create your soul-aligned life. Vanessa started doing readings at 16, became a professional intuitive at 22, and now guides conscious entrepreneurs who truly want to serve the world with their gifts. They are dreamers and doers that know that soul-aligned actions and practical know-how will allow their lives and businesses to thrive. Welcome, Vanessa.
Hi, so happy to be here with you. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I had the privilege of meeting Vanessa just a few months ago at an event in New York, and we've been trying to connect and get this recording for you guys. So we're so excited to have Vanessa on the show today. Vanessa, the one question I always ask my guests, really to just get started, is what makes your soul sparkle? What is it that lights you up from the inside out?
It's such a delicious question, really, because when you asked me and I closed my eyes and I just brought it into my body, and it feels like what makes my soul sparkle is being embodied, which means to me allowing and feeling safe for my soul to be in my body and to work through me, right? So it sparkles when I allow my intuitive gifts, when I allow myself to move towards what I desire and what I want, as opposed to, a materialistic goal, which is fine, but there's something about being in flow that just really, I think it lights all of us up, but it lights me up on all these levels where I know that I'm being guided by spirit. I feel fully vibrant. I feel alive. I feel trusting, even if, it doesn't look good. Like when you're creating a business, and let's say, when I didn't have a job at the time. I was sick. I had a breakup. All these things happened to me. But when I allowed spirit to just work through me and my soul to really be present in my heart, in my being, I knew that I would be okay. I knew that I would be able to touch people's hearts and lives. And it was just a matter of trusting. So what really lights me up is allowing my soul to be here now and to work through me.
It's so lovely. And I think the thing that you mentioned that really just stood out is when we're aligned, right? So when we're doing the work that we're born to do, that we feel really the divine connection, really like the deeper level of alignment.
Absolutely.
I think is what's really lovely. And I think that's the most satisfying work, right? Because I know that at different times in my life, I haven't necessarily been fully in alignment. And I would say that the closer that I get and the continuation of staying in alignment with the highest level of purpose, that to me is the most exciting and lit up that I am personally. So it's lovely that that's kind of the same method really that you use as well.
Absolutely.
I'm curious, has it always been that way for you? Like, was there a point in time where you had to kind of shift, adjust, and adapt to really step into what you felt like was the fullest expression of your soul and your gifts?
No, it wasn't always this way. Thank you for that question. Honestly, all of us are intuitive. All of us are connected to our souls. And as we incarnate, we can lose our way either through nurture, through experiences that we have in the outside world. And I started reading people at 16 and professionally at 22. But, I'm in my late 40s. And so 25 years ago, you did not have this openness towards, astrology or psychics or intuitives. I mean, if people still think it's woo-woo now, you can only imagine 25 years ago. So I spent a lot of my life while developing my interests, which were transformation, community, healing, exploring shamanism, priestesshood. I loved all of that from very young age, just inexplicably in many ways. But I felt cut off. I felt like I was living a dual life. Part of me was hidden. So what happened was, while I was reading people professionally at 22 on a part-time gig, my professional corporate world, I wouldn't talk about it at all. And so I was split in half. And my motto and my modus operandi is really to serve wherever I am. That's not something I came into when I was older. It was something I was born with, where I just want to support anyone and shine my light wherever I am. So it was a little more difficult to get to where I am now in a way, because I wasn't incredibly unhappy, because I was trying to shine my light in whatever form I could. But over time, I realized that I was limited, and I was accepting the limitations. And I think for a lot of intuitives and healers out there, people who really are called to something different, we can shine our light, but yet there's something missing. And so I went through that most of my life, always doing part-time work, always hypnosis and healing, etc. But it was hidden. And then it came the year of 2009, I went full-time, but then returned to corporate work to get a surgery. But in 2012, specifically around December 21st, which is the end of the Mayan calendar, it was so interesting. I had a car accident. And prior to that, I was laid off the day before major surgery. I had a very emotional romantic breakup with who I thought was like, eternal soulmate, which he still could be, but still we had a breakup. And then I had a car crash. And when the car accident was happening, in the process of it, I was guided, which was new for me because I'm clairaudient. But I was like, move your legs so you don't break your back, sit up, tell your parents to put on their seatbelt, like all these different guidances. And when I came through and had rolled down the hill 3 times, and I did not have a seatbelt, but nothing happened to me, so it was pretty miraculous. I sat there on the roof of the car because the car was upside down and my parents were hanging from it, from their seatbelts. I heard very clearly, you cannot go back. And in essence, my guides were saying, my soul was saying, look how we carried you with no seatbelt, coming from a surgery, you're still in recovery. You rolled down 3 times, like nothing happened to me. It wasn't a sprain. It wasn't my neck. I mean, we hear so many times about people being in a car accident where forever they have pain or something's going on with them. Nothing. And I crawled out and I heard very clearly. So I never went back. Even though I struggled with money in the beginning and doubts, I just did not go back. So that was the shift. That was when everything changed, 2012, where I really realized, look, I'm being carried at one of the scariest times in my life. I'm going to make it through if I come out and I'm fully myself.